Hey HVACers, Mark Marquillo here with AprilAire. Humidifier season is right around the corner. Now, specifically, I want to talk about humidifiers and customers. Do you know that I've surveyed contractors for over 10 years, and when I ask them this very question, what is the number one reason your customers don't have a humidifier in their home? Over 10,000 contractors have raised their hand and said, because nobody told them about it. So listen up, guys, because we've talked to some really successful guys that are selling gazillions of these things, and I just want to share some of the things that they do. So let's take a look at Ludke Heating and Cooling in Detroit. Fantastic company. I've been out there a number of times. These guys have really figured it out. They're not just selling heating and cooling packages and putting a model number for a humidifier in there. Their heating and cooling packages are called HealthyAire packages because they include more than just heating and cooling. They include a humidifier in some of them, they include an air cleaner in some, but at some point the conversation is about healthy air, not just about heating and cooling their house. So next, let's take a look at AB May in Kansas City. I mean, these people obviously really care about their customers because they sell a lot of humidifiers. They're doing the right thing for the customer. Matter of fact, they sell so many humidifiers that if you look at their service line item tickets, it's literally become a column on that ticket. All right, guys, do me a favor. Open your ears and listen to these guys. They've got some really, really good ideas. Now pay attention.
We believe in homes being as clean as possible, being as healthy as possible. We believe in humidifiers, so we sell humidifiers. We try to on every system that we put in. We explain the benefits. We believe a humidifier should be on every single house because of the way houses are built today.
You gotta have a humidifier. You know, we have long winters. We're running furnaces. Most people now have a forced air furnace, and to be able to reduce their heating bill by keeping the humidity up in a house. Furniture, woodwork, molding, keep it from drying up and cracking. It's something you have to have.
So how do you sell humidifiers? You sell them on every job?
I don't get a choice, you get a humidifier.
Tell me that again.
You don't get a choice. We're putting a furnace in air for you, we're giving you a humidifier.
We'll often include it as a package if we've talked to it with the customer and they like the idea and they want that. Our premium packages are always going to include, we'll include that. Some of the other ones now, what we'll do is we'll just break it out as an optional upgrade for like some of the lower ones. We offer it as a line item, exactly. That way they can see, you know what, I could still put it on here if I want to. But then on the premium packages, we just include it as a package.
Wait a minute, did you hear what Danny just said? He said that on every one of his premium packages, a humidifier is just included. And on a non-premium package, there's a line item for a humidifier. In either case, that homeowner is going to be told about a humidifier. Remember what we talked about? 90% of people don't have a humidifier because nobody ever told them about it? Well, I guarantee you, Danny's telling everybody. Now, here's a couple more pros. Listen up.
How do you incorporate a humidifier into that conversation?
Well, there's no incorporating. I mean, it's a home comfort system, and you're not going to have home comfort if you don't have humidification. So as far as new equipment purchases, a humidifier is a standard part of a package of installation. Because every quote that we do, there's no cookie cutter quote that we do. Every time we go to a customer's home, we do a full system evaluation. We do a heat load, heat loss, on their home, a computerized heat gain, heat loss. And then we're asking the customers very specific questions. What are the comfort concerns that you have? If you could fix anything, what would it be? And we hear it from customers without them realizing that they're saying it. You know, they say, well, it's wintertime. We'd like to be able to see our cat because in the wintertime, every time we go to pet the cat, a lightning bolt shoots out of our finger and we don't see Fluffy till spring.
You know, we have a pretty nice program, Service Titan, that does as well. And we can literally build our estimate as we go. I like to at least have an air cleaner and humidifier and a Wi-Fi thermostat. It's, you know, anything after that is above and beyond.
There's a sheet right here that we use, just I happen to have it on. It says, problems aren't solved by equipment only. So we talk about things like air filtration, humidity, you know, duct airflow, things like that. This came from North Carolina Energy probably 25 years ago. They wrote this article. And so it talks about just throwing a box in doesn't solve your problem, won't solve your airflow problems, won't solve your dust problems, won't solve your humidity problems. So we talk about that all the time, those things like that.
So what Frank is talking about is solution selling. You know, you can't solve every problem in a house with heating or cooling. There's solutions that have to talk about dry air and talk about dirty air. You know, enter the IAQ products. But Frank is talking about selling a whole healthy home solution, not just heating and cooling. Are you guys seeing something here? There's a trend in everything that you've been watching so far. It's the words that these contractors are using. They're not talking about MERV and model numbers of humidifiers and water pads. They're talking in terms that homeowners really appreciate. Healthy home, indoor air quality, the benefits to comfort solutions. They really are talking in terms that resonate to their customers. And I know it's working because they're selling gazillions of IAQ products. This is Amtech in New Jersey. Listen to the words that they use when they're talking to their homeowners about a humidifier. I'll read it right off their sheet. It says, "Our system will keep your nose moist, keeping your body's filter working better. Do you have a dry nose, scratchy throat, bloody nose, or allergies?" I mean, those words make sense to a homeowner, not a AprilAire model 618 gallons per day. Here's Ludlow, another guy in Jersey. Listen to the words they use when explaining the AprilAire 700 to their customers. It improves the heating comfort in the wintertime and helps avoid dryness in your home. You guys, if these guys in Jersey can figure it out, anybody can. Forget about it. Have you guys ever heard the phrase that people buy for emotional reasons versus logical reasons? I mean, it's all about the words you use that evoke emotions in customers. And with indoor air quality, that's really, really simple. I'm just telling you what, guys, it's all about emotion. Watch this.
But is it more of a conversation about equipment protection, or is it more about health, or is it both? Or
Usually, mostly it's about health. We talk about, what's going to be good for your family. We always talk about families. Does your kids have allergies? We look, do you have pets? All those things like that. And so that kind of guides us. And then the equipment protection is the final, we call it the cake and the icing. So the cake is basically, it's much more healthier for you. It's recommended by the state of Michigan, certain humidity levels and air quality. And then the icing is basically, hey, this is going to protect and extend your life of your equipment you're purchasing.
As far as the respiratory health that you have from not breathing that in, having the proper lubrication or moisture inside your nasal passages and things along that line, it's just, I guess I never realized how important it was until I realized how important it was. And now that we know, you can't unring a bell. Yeah. Now we know we have to tell people about it. It's our responsibility.
It sounds to me like you're having as much conversation about health today as you are comfort or equipment protection.
Well, isn't health more important than comfort? I don't know about you, but when I'm unhealthy, I'm very uncomfortable. The energy savings is not even part of the conversation anymore. I'll be honest with you. It isn't. It should be it's what we used to lead with. If you have the right humidity in your house, you can lower the thermostat a couple degrees because you'll be more comfortable. It'll pay for itself. You could talk a person into why this is important. We were talking about the wrong things. The consumers, my customers, had other issues that were more pressing to them than saving $15 to $50 a month, depending on the size of the home and the humidity need. I'm a father. There's nothing that I wouldn't spend for my daughter to stay healthy.
So you've heard a lot from these contractors as far as humidifiers. They're focusing on the proposition that humidifiers offer health, comfort, energy savings. But more importantly, they're just talking to their customers. You know what, guys? Do your customers a favor. At least give them the chance to say yes or to say no. In many cases, a humidifier just sells itself. If you include it on a package, it sells. If you quote it as a line item accessory, it sells. The only time it doesn't sell is when you walk into the house, you close your lips, and you don't say a word about it. It's really simple, guys.
Be very honest, be very upfront, and offer people things. If you don't offer it, they can't buy it. People who will go into people's homes and they're like, well, nobody else offered me a humidifier, or nobody else offered me this, Well, we're looking at the whole picture. They were looking at selling the box. So we're not trying to sell a box. We're trying to sell a system that you're going to live with and be comfortable with.
This business, this trade, when it comes to HVAC, dude, this is such a great thing to be in because we get to serve the heck out of people by using things like AprilAire provides. The humidifiers, the dehumidifiers, the filtration, and all that indoor air quality. That is what most people don't even know it's out there. We get to show them that this makes their life better, and they love it. If we don't show them, if we don't show these things to these, to our customers, we're doing them a disservice.